like that.
There's not a comment period. We can't do input? Not right now. At the end of the meeting, will be time. You want to hear it? At the end of the meeting, there will be time when you can make your input. So the motion has been made and seconded that we adopt the motion that's on the table. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passed. Vote opposed. Understood. The next item on the agenda is a public comment session, and that will be restricted to items which are on the agenda tonight. Mark.
Mark Hernandez, 2221 Shields Road. You guys just blew me away. You just decided to pass a motion that said you can only make comment for agenda items. And then you made that motion before you gave public comment in it. So you had no idea what anybody else in this audience had proposed.
That discussion is not on the agenda at this time, but you're free to make those comments at the end of the meeting.
Well, unfortunately, I can't stay at the end of the meeting. And you just did something that wasn't on the agenda. So how do you make comment on it?
At the end of the meeting or the next meeting, you can make comments on
Well,
this.
that's great, John.
We're not passing an ordinance here, Mark. This is simply a procedural item, the way we conduct our meetings.
John, when you decide that you can't take the heat because there's things that people don't understand in the community, how can you decide not to?
You'd like to talk about because we need to have items that are on the agenda at this point. And you're welcome to make your unlimited length
John,
of
this is like
comment.
bush lift. Just like it. I mean, you're shutting down the public.
Not a bit.
You most certainly are.
2 minutes from now will be at the end of the agenda, and you can talk about this item.
Unfortunately, I can't stay, and I can't understand how backing into the meter like this.
Things.
2 minutes.
Gotcha, John. Here. I got 2 more things to talk about. No, 2 minutes.
You're all finished.
Okay, 2 more things.
You can send it to us on an email.
Art is cash, and I just want to clarify these things.
We're all finished now.
Art is cash, John. Art is cash. I just want to clarify it because it's a big thing. Art, did you take cash? Is that a yes?
Yes, I took cash.
In 2004?
And I assumed it was 2004.
It wasn't, you weren't a supervisor?
I was not a supervisor.
And you were
You're out of order, and your questions are all finished.
Okay, so the question I can't ask about you and your situation, send letters to the vendors?
Like to make a motion that the meeting be adjourned.
I'll second
I
that.
object.
Then moved and seconded.
I got a couple of questions.
Then moved and seconded that the meeting be adjourned.
Hey,
Meeting is adjourned. We're about to have an executive session on legal issues, so everyone can please leave.
adjourn the meeting, so I can't answer my questions. Now I'm not getting represented. Now you're affecting my freedom of speech. Because you don't want to answer questions.
My mistake. My mistake. You are entitled to ask your 2 minutes. The meeting is now officially reopened. I apologize.
Your interpretation.
How much money have we spent on the mall versus Worcester?
Considerable amount. I don't have the exact amount. I believe it's somewhere over $35,000.
Over 35,000. And what assets of the township will we protect?
I don't know that we're protecting assets. I think what we're doing is protecting integrity.
Integrity. I recall a settlement agreement that Mr. Garrity prepared for this. Okay, the board had Mr. Garrity prepare the settlement. Okay, and the settlement was sent to the Moloch and Landis, and they signed it and gave it back to Garrity. Okay, now, you know, I've seen agreements come before me, and you know, I've signed them and I've given them back. And when somebody else prepares it, I would expect them to sign it also. And I'm wondering why the township wasted Gary's time and our money to pay Gary for a settlement agreement which he made, representing the board.
Correct.
And Moloch and, you know, the plaintiff here signs it, and then it comes back to you, and then you're out signing it.
You have to do certain things legally to make it correct. Okay. And as Mr. Gary had mentioned to Mr. Moloch, okay, there is no necessarily agreement just because he signs it. We have to take action on it.
Well,
So it's
you
part of the
have to take
process.
action on it. I mean, from what I understand, talking to Jim, there's no deal now. There's
discussing litigation and between, at some point it's not appropriate.
Okay. Any other comments or questions?
Is it over $40,000 that you spent
I don't know yet.
for this integrity? I mean, what, and the integrity starts eroding on how you're handling the taxpayers' money, too. I mean,
There
what
are
is
always two sides to any story here, right?
If Dr. Wallach will drop the case anytime he wants to and make it go away for the town benefit.
well, he tried to do it, apparently, and,
Drop the suit, it's dropped.
yeah, but if I recall, it's a countersuit. And I don't remember the board ever voting on a countersuit here. I mean, because other townships I go to, usually there's a discussion that they're going to fight something, they vote on it, and they take an action. So I would think a countersuit would take some action. When did you vote on this in the public meeting to take this countersuit?
We shouldn't be discussing this. It's also clear there's absolutely nothing that's confidential anymore, since this was strictly between the township and Dr. Wallach. It seems like the township knows about it already.
Jim, just stop, okay? Let me help you out. I'll make everyone here aware of the situation. I was elected by the people of Worcester Township to serve the people, and I will serve the people of the township. And my question is, in our executive session, what happened? And I have some questions about it. And I'm not sure of the law, and I'll tell everybody here, I was in office for approximately 3 months, and I asked the township appointed solicitor to give me my own legal advice on matters with the board, that I can do things that when I have a question, I can go to this person and ask for help legal time. So I realized I thought this was a problem a long time ago. We had an executive session last 2 weeks ago, and we aired some problems regarding the alcoholic situation, and it's been brought up by all sides today. And I have some strong questions. And I don't know the legal ins and outs regarding suits and countersuits and a sunshine law violation. When you have someone that's representing the township, you get one side versus having someone that's an outside agency giving you advice that's more even or that is not biased. My problem with the lawsuit is, and the counter lawsuit is, I had no idea what was taking place. I wasn't involved in the information regarding the counter lawsuit. I didn't sign off on the counter lawsuit. I wasn't asked questions about the lawsuit. And I'll say it publicly now. I think the lawsuit, what we did in the meeting, being the crux of the matter that initiated the lawsuit, the township was wrong. We voted on a non-agenda item without taking public comment. On the first time supervisor was in office, about 3 months when this subject came up, I went to one seminar on sunshine law violations, sunshine law etiquette, and what I understand is you can't vote on an item without taking public comment. And that was the thing that kicked the whole meeting off that day. That, and we adjourned the meeting, and we opened the meeting back up again. And what I understand is once you close the meeting, you can't open the meeting back up, like just hitting the gavel saying, meeting closed, oh, wait a second, meeting open. So there's some issues there that I myself, without having a legal background, need guidance on. So there are my questions that I have. I strongly believe that we need to settle the lawsuit. That's an issue that has to be addressed. I think we spend a lot of taxpayers' money on issues that money we spend elsewhere.
All right, you're talking about integrity. And all this money that's been spent, you lose. How about resigning?